Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Monday, the 28th of February 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you need to know about. Let's get into it. Story number 1. Russian troops took a southern Ukrainian city today, and the capital Kyiv and second city Kharkiv are under bombardment. According to reports, President Vladimir Putin from Russia expected to take the two cities within days of the assault, but Russian troops have encountered stiff resistance. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who remains in Kyiv, said the next 24 hours is crucial to defending the country. G7 nations have warned of further economic sanctions as commercial sanctions kick in. The European Union has closed its airspace to Russian aircraft and banned Russian state media from broadcasting into the bloc. Story number 2 is about the local market. The S&P ASX 200 closed up 0.7% to 7,049 points today following Wall Street's lead over the weekend. The big materials companies led the way, with BHP surging 4.4% and Rio Tinto up 3%. Fortescue Metals fell 2.4% after going ex-dividend. The oil and gas companies Woodside and Santos also did well on the back of higher oil and gas prices, while the same could be said for the gold diggers, with market leader Newcrest up 3.4%. The banks were flat, so too the retailers. The best performer was vitamin group Blackmores. It rose nearly 10%, while Clinical Pharmaceutical jumped 8%. Buy now, pay later group Zipco said it would pay nearly $500 million for competitor Sezzle. That was a deal we've all been waiting for. On the other side of the ledger, Life 360's dreadful run continued and its share price dropped 9% today, while Tyro Payments, which is pretty much in the same camp in terms of dreadful share price performance, fell 5.5%. Story number 3. Insurer Suncorp said the floods in southeast Queensland and New South Wales will cost it around $75 million. Suncorp has already received more than 5,000 claims from the downpour, with more to come. The insurer said it had comprehensive reinsurance policies in place. That means the insurer is literally insuring itself to limit the amount of payouts it has to make. Of the total claims, 70% are from Queensland and 30% from New South Wales. The focus of the flood crisis is now Lismore in New South Wales northeast, where scores of people had to be rescued from rising floodwaters. In Queensland, an 8th person has died from the floods, as some regions in the state got a year's rainfall in just a week. Story number 4 is all about the economy. January retail sales rose by 1.8% over the month, much higher than most economists expected. Spending on food soared, but the strongest growth came late in the month post-lockdowns, and department stores recorded sharp increases in sales. That's all according to the Bureau of Statistics. And story number 5, some good news for travellers. Indonesia will no longer require international passengers in Bali to isolate upon arrival under a trial program that starts next month. The intention is to lift all quarantine requirements by April. Passengers who are fully vaccinated will still have to take a PCR test when they arrive and stay inside their pre-booked accommodation while awaiting the result. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 28th of February 2022. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Tuesday Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.